Mobile alert.
Mobile live dashboard, manage your channel directly from your phone. Okay. PS1 try game 243. It's a Nascar 2000.
Hello.
Hello. We have a special guest with us today.
Yes, I am Boris.
Boris.
I am gaming journalist from Soviet Union.
Oh, this is fantastic. Y'all get the same video games we have over there? Do y'all have Fortnite and
We have
TF2?
Tetris.
Tetra. That's a good game.
Yes, it is best game.
Is it? That's your...
Tetris is won game of year 27 year in a row. Is best game.
Haven't got to play Tetris yet. It's part of this
You
project.
are American fool.
I am. I'm playing an American game here. Did you get a NASCAR 2000 over there? Where in Russia are you at, Boris?
Soviet Union.
Soviet Union. Sorry, it's not a thing anymore. About
You watch your mouth.
30 years ago, sort of downhill. But I'll watch my mouth. I'm sorry, Boris.
No apologies necessary. Just please to be fixing the way you're talking.
I'll give it a try. I appreciate
That is all I ask.
appreciate some of the stuff Soviet Union was doing for a while back there in the 20th century. Y'all were on a bit of a roll for a bit, and you kind of fucked it up.
We do a great things. We build many submarines.
A lot of submarines, a lot of nice architecture, some Soviet realism art is...
And we make Tetris. Do not forget.
I'll never forget Tetris. I hope everyone can hear Boris. I imagine they can.
Hello, citizens of world.
Hello. Got a lot of stuff here. Well, since you don't have the NASCAR game, let's watch a little video so you can find out about EA Sports.
I am understanding EA Sports is in game. It is in the game.
Yeah, that's their slogan. And this is how it gets in the game. If you watch what they're doing here, they got people covered in ping pong balls so that people in the video, because a lot of American video games, we have people in them and not just shapes.
Please, they are not just shapes and Tetris either. They are called tetrominos.
Tetrominos. I mean, they're also shapes. They're two things. This guy is really excited to be talking about EA Sports, and those weird videos of like video game characters high-fiving real people. NASCAR Rumble. What is this?
So this game is racing cars. Yes.
Yeah, stock cars they're called, but they're not like the cars that you
Stock cars, and they are only turning left. I understand.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna pass someone, you might have to turn right. But most of these tracks are ovals, or this one's kind of a square.
It seems very silly to me.
Oh no, here's one track that's it's a regular track. You would turn left and right on this one. NASCAR apparently does have some.
Ooh, la di da.
Some. I'm not sure some of these are real tracks. It might be. I don't know. But no, we will turn right in this, even on some tracks if we get that far. What I do in these streams is I give it one try, and then once I lose, I'm done with that game forever. Kind of like you guys, you gave communism one try.
I am liking this philosophy.
Got about 70, 80 years out of it, and...
If you don't win game, you lose.
Yeah. If you're not,
It's respectable philosophy.
if you ain't first, you're last. Ooh, this guy is not alive anymore. There are ghosts in this game. There's the ghost son is also in this. Do you have ghosts in the Soviet Union?
We are having hags living bogs.
Sure.
We are having banshees. They're screaming all of the night, these banshees. They scream and scream and scream, and I am trying to sleep because I have to go to work at steel mill.
I heard a steel mill. That sounds hard.
It's a very tiring job.
This racer here, Bill Elliott, he has a McDonald's hat. He races for McDonald's.
So he is working for McDonald's then?
He is. He's working for McDonald's. Sort of as a whore. I'm sure you guys have whores there.
We have many prostitutes.
Nice.
It's a respectable job.
It is. It's the world's oldest profession. Probably one of the most important ones. This mode even has a Race the King mode. So we're going to race against this Dale Earnhardt character. For your benefit, I'll even choose a track where you have to turn things that aren't left.
I understand Dale Earnhardt, he is a ghost, you say?
He's a ghost, yeah. I think about 3 years after this game was made, I'm not sure exactly, he crashed his race car and he passed away.
So this Dale, he turned right when he should have turned left.
Exactly.
It's a very silly mistake.
I think actually the problem was he didn't turn at all. To some extent his car had malfunctioned and it didn't turn as much as he would have liked it to. But we're going to play as his son to race against him. Seems appropriate. Sons, overpowering their fathers. Or not, or losing to them.
A redistribution of patriarchal control. I am liking this.
You're liking this. Do you have kids, Boris?
I have 17 children.
17 children with one woman, one wife?
Yes.
Do you love her?
I love her very much. We are very much in love.
That's sweet. Ooh, I just almost crashed myself.
We're married on the front steps of Orthodox Church in Moscow in 1978.
Is there just one of those?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Inside the church, or outside on the front steps, not inside?
Correct. Church was closed. There's not enough funding for to open church on day of wedding.
There's not enough funding. I mean, the government's controlling all the factories. Why don't you guys have the funding? They just go into other things.
Factory is open, church is closed.
Oh, and
factory always open.
Oh, I see. But
it's a very complex system. I don't expect you to understand.
I don't. We have a worse system here in America, I think.
Capitalism. Blah.
Yeah. The churches and the factories. Churches are usually only, well, depends what you mean by open. Some of them are open all the time. The way it works,
buildings, those American church buildings, very ugly.
A lot of them are. There's a few where I live in St. Louis.
They look like farm. They look like barn building on farm.
They do. A lot of them are. There's one very pretty one in the town where I live. It's a very old cathedral, very very high roof. But no.
Where are you living?
In St. Louis.
I see.
Yeah, I know you guys have some towns named after saints. There's a St. Petersburg over there.
Oh, lovely city.
Is it?
There is large statue in harbor of St. Petersburg. Very large statue.
What's it a statue?
Of St. Peter's.
St. Petersburg. The statue is of St. Petersburg.
Yes, it's statue of city.
Yeah.
Smaller city inside of real city.
Does the statue of St. Petersburg have the statue of St. Petersburg as part of it?
Of course.
And that statue has a smaller statue of St. Peter. How many layers down does the
Of
statue
course.
go?
It go forever. We're always building.
That's impressive.
Always building smaller and smaller.
As the technology gets there to make us, you just add them on.
Yes.
I'd love to visit that.
It's very beautiful. We would love to have you in Soviet Union.
Just took a shortcut there. That was,
Please leave these ugly race cars. Do not bring to Soviet Union.
oh no, I win.
Congratulations.
I mean, maybe not yet, but I think I just killed my father. I flipped his car over.
It's tragic, but it's part of life.
We were talking earlier about churches and factories. I think an interesting thing about America that the churches take all your money, but the factories take all your time. Think about that one.
It's popular saying in capitalism, time being money.
It is. Yeah, no, you have to go to the factory to get the money, and you give all the money to the church, and then you don't have anything because you spend all your time at the factory, and you gave all the money you got at the factory to the church. No.
In Soviet Union, I'm going to factory because is how I contribute to. Is how I make a living in community.
Yeah. We should have that.
My
We don't really have communities in America anymore, unfortunately. Nice win.
But at least you are having NASCAR.
We have NASCAR. And I was wrong. I assumed Race the King mode to be racing Dale Earnhardt. I guess Richard Petty is the king of NASCAR. And we've beaten him.
Well, now you are king.
I'm the king now. That's how it works.
Congratulations. Long live the king.
Long live the king, indeed.
What is next playing mode?
Now we're just going to go straight into the championship mode. And I'm going to create my own driver. I'm going to name him after you, Boris. I'm going to be doing this one for you.
I'm liking this, thank you.
Do you have a surname? Or is it just Boris?
It's Boris. It's
Boris.
just Boris. Always Boris. All Boris.
Why always Boris?
It's nothing but Boris. It's all Boris.
It's all Boris.
It's easy because my children say, "Where is Boris?" And I know that it is me. I am Boris.
I'm here. What are your children's names, if that's not too personal a question?
It's not too personal. I see. There is Dmitri. There's Victor. He's. I am forgetting. I apologize. I have. There's so many.
You said there were 17 of them. I couldn't expect you to remember them all. So Bojangles we can have as the sponsor of us. That's a family style restaurant. You'd have EA Sports.
Bojangle is serving. I'm understanding it. Chicken.
Chicken, is it? I've never been to a Bojangles. Something about the name has always felt a little bit racist to me.
I am. We are not eating at the restaurant in my household. We are eating. My wife should cook food.
Yeah, I'm sure she goes to the market. I guess not the market. The distribution facility. She'll have some turnips, some carrots,
She
probably.
wait in line. She get bread. She wait in another line. She get butter. She wait in yet another line. She get milk.
That's just 3 lines. I mean, that's as many lines as you'd have to wait over here. You have to wait in a line at the bank to get your money, and then you have to wait in line at traffic lights.
So what is advantage for your lifestyle?
Oh,
You're still waiting in line.
there is none. I am not a proponent of the way.
Silly. It's silly.
It is. Wait, NASCAR options. Okay, we can make these full races to 393 laps. It'll take a few hours. I don't think we need to do that. We might be skipping pit row in this stream. To have ones with scheduled pit stops, we'd have to run a 98 lap race. And I don't want to be doing this.
Many laps.
I don't want to be doing this for the next hour and a half.
That is like driving across Siberia.
That is.
Just
Can you? That seems.
No pit stops. No pit stops in Siberia. It's all snow.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't like it there. One thing I do like about America is parts of it are very hot. I like warm weather, and I think that's probably the main disadvantage of Russia is I don't think it gets very warm there.
It is cold always. Always, Boris is always cold. That is little joke we have in St. Petersburg.
So, Boris, are you reading the chat? You're reading Twitch chats? People have some questions for you. Q-Bean wants to know what your wife's name is.
Boris' wife, very beautiful. Her name is Lydia.
Lydia?
Yeah, da.
And it's very pretty. Let me turn your volume up a little bit here, Boris.
Sorry, Boris is just getting over cold.
That's you probably have a lot of those.
It's another joke. It's always cold. Always Boris, always cold.
Hubin would have expected Natasha to be your wife's name. I think she's thinking of a popular cartoon we have over here called Rocky and Bullwinkle, and the bad guys in this cartoon are a pair of Russias, Boris Badenov and Natasha something. I don't think they're husband and wife. I think Natasha has her own last name. I don't know what it is, but I apologize for that prejudice that you had to witness.
It's okay.
Honestly, if you're going to be hanging around America, especially now, a lot of people kind of upset with Russia.
It's okay. I'm from Soviet Union.
Soviet Union. Okay. Well, not a lot of people know the difference, and interestingly, a lot of the people who 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago would have been the most prejudiced towards folks like you are now kind of in favor.
It's good to hear. Some small victory is still victory.
It is. Ooh, happy hour. All right. Car setup. I don't know anything about car setups. Do you think my downforce should be low or high? Oh, this I'm seeing what it does. It'll change my top speed or my handling.
Why not go for always top speed?
Then my car will be hard to drive. But you know what? I like that idea.
His goal is to try and win. If you are going highest top speed, you are winning.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of oversteer here, so we have less acceleration, more handling.
Oh, do not tell Boris about oversteer.
Oh, yeah, you probably have like a Yugo or something, and...
It's good car, but I'm talking more about steer like cattle.
I like you, Boris.
I am living on farm, thank you.
All these times I've had special guests on the stream, they'll say one little thing, and it'll just really endear me to them. I don't remember what it was with I had a guy named Eugene on my show once. I think you said one of your kids was named Evgeny. So that's a thing, but drive you turds. I want to see the race. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I have people watching this, and did I just
Don't
set
be down
everything
here,
to
comrades.
default?
Hello, beef stewie. I'm eating lots of beef to help with oversteering problem.
That's what. So you do get. It's not all vegetables. You get.
I have
You have
question.
protein.
Is red potato vegetable?
It's not a fruit. So yes.
Thank you. You are helping me today. So you're having many guests on this gaming program?
Not many. Too few, I would say, but I do sometimes have guests. Sorry, this is a difficult car to drive.
No, I'm understanding. You must focus if you are to be winning.
No, I have guests sometimes. Sometimes it's just friends of mine. Sometimes it's special people from around the world.
Oh, it must be good to have friends.
It is. It's one thing the government can't give you.
I am only having wife and 17 children.
Well, people say your spouse is supposed to be your best friend.
She is Boris' best friend through process of elimination. Is another joke.
I like your jokes, Boris. Okay, well this car is gonna suck, but it might be okay. Yeah, I can drive without hitting the walls. We're fine.
This yellow car with logo of Visa.
It is.
You're having to have Visa on race car to race in your country?
We do. A lot of people don't know this about America, but racetracks themselves actually aren't part of our country. Because we have speed limits in our countries, but, if you're going to race your car, you want to go really fast. So, we figured out a little trick where we have, separate little mini countries inside our country without speed limits. And that's where all the racetracks are. But, it's still another country. You need your visa to go over there, and... Alright, happy hour time. I don't know what this is. Thought this might be some mode where you drink with your other racers before the race, but we're just driving, apparently.
That's Strovia.
Prost. Prost?
I am not understanding this.
I think it's another, it's like the word you said, but I think in Polish?
Oh, I have Poland.
Yeah,
you mean Soviet Union.
You know about Poland.
I know about Soviet Union.
Alright, well, that was a fun happy hour.
Not Strovia. All happy hour is happy hour.
Alright, and here's a race. This might be, do you have other, do you race plows or something over there? Can you watch a car race in the Soviet Union?
No.
No.
We are not racing cars. Cars are for to drive to work at steel mill.
Right.
Steel production is. There's no free time unless steel mill is closed, and when steel mill is closed, is no petrol for drive car. So why would we be racing with no petrol?
You make the petrol at the steel mill?
No, but it's communist system. I don't expect you to understand.
I don't think I will.
It's very complicated, but at the same time, it's very simple. Everyone should follow.
Before today, I would have thought I agreed.
What? Why are you racing in taxi cab?
I don't have a good answer for that one.
Is it so, because you are in capital society, you must earn money on side by picking up taxi passenger while racing in car?
you know, that's I think that's it. There's a whole lot of people waiting there, but I'm just you know, it's on them to jump in if they want the ride.
It's making sense. It's show initiative for a ride and taxi game.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta want it.
We have saying at the Borders house, if you want to taking a taxi, taxi, well, I don't know how to translate to English, but it's a very funny joke.
I mean, you can just tell it in Russian. We might have some Russian viewers who would appreciate it.
I don't think I will be doing that.
I mean, it's your call. You were the one generous enough to.
I am not wanting United States security agency to be picking up on the Russian language.
That's right. If they figure that one out, oh boy.
The gaming studio might be shut down. You are not winning race as of right now.
I am not. I'm in ninth place. There were 3 laps
You
to
need
go.
to be moving into first place for a win.
I think the problem was when I took your advice. Not to put all the blame on you, Boris. I'm sure you still be in the
Soviet Union, we are sharing the blame for every problem.
It's a good way to go about it. So your share of the blame. I took your advice. I made the car go very fast. I added a lot of downforce. And I can't.
It's making sense to me.
I can't turn left strong enough, and I rub up against the wall, and it slows me down. And then other people pass me, and I've lost 2 positions from where I started. Though at one point, I was 3 positions ahead of that.
I am to be positing theory. Is driver error. Car is fast, plenty fast. You should be winning race.
Should be. You know, maybe if I was braking a little more optimally.
If I were to be racing and I not winning race, I would be very ashamed. I would go home and I would drink vodka until I am stopping breathing.
It's I used to fall asleep that way. It's not a very good way of treating yourself, and I hope that you can find healthier methods to handle your issues, Boris.
It's easiest way for staying warm, and my way of handling issue is I am winning all of the time. Always, Boris, always winning.
Well, maybe a second blanket. It'll keep you warm.
Second blanket. We share blanket in my household.
Well, if you had 2, you wouldn't have to share with all.
It's one blanket is very scratchy, woolly, covered in hairs. Cannot wash this blanket because it's always being used. Always.
Well, I hate to say it, Boris, but we lost our race.
It's okay. Maybe next time you are to be playing Tetris. It's better game. It's harder to win, but it's very satisfying.
When I am playing Tetris, Boris, I would love to have you back, or any time really. I got a game about power equipment, a lot of, like, construction stuff. Maybe some of the stuff you work at the steel mill. You might be able to lend some expertise. We'll see.
Okay.
But,
До свидания, Conrad. Nostrovia.
До свидания, Nostrovia. Tetris.